Who found the body? I just came in and there it was. Anyone saw you coming in? I didn't. Neither did I. And I. Nobody saw you, Purple. You could have done it. When I entered the bathroom, nobody saw me, but I swear to God I didn't kill him. Before the murder, he was with me on the captain's bridge. Purple headed to the toilet and started calling for help right away. He was inside less than 5 seconds. He simply had no time to kill Gray. It can't be him. And where were you, Red? I was with Blue. And what about your alibi? I was in the kitchen the past 20 minutes. You can check the cameras. One of us is the murderer. If we don't figure him out, he will kill us one by one. Any ideas? I got one. There are 6 of us now. If we stick together in pairs, we'll have a chance. You suggest we move around in pairs? Yes. What if my partner is the killer? Then you'll be the first to go down and we'll know who he is. We'll throw him overboard or tie him up, and 4 out of 6 of us will survive. Then maybe he will stop killing and we'll make it down to Earth and get off this goddamn ship. Cause if we go by twos and he kills his partner, he will give himself away. He could kill his partner and hide somewhere on the ship. You propose sacrificing one of us. We need to find a way for all of us to stay alive. Maybe we should all stick together. No way. I have to take care of the engine room. Yellow mans the bridge and Blue does the cooking. Everyone has a job to do. And how about moving around in threes? Well, sounds good. Doesn't sound good to me. My boiler room is too small and 2 more people will get in the way. I suggest we stay in twos, because 2 people will somehow fit in there. Really. It's better to have 3 people crammed in than have 1 chance out of 3 to get killed. Or maybe you're not afraid to die. Of course I am. Doesn't look like you are. We are in a fix, and you are talking about feeling crammed in the boiler room. What do you mean, Red? Well, guys, the last thing we need now is fussing. Chill. So we go by threes, right? Any objections? And how are we gonna sleep? 3 of us sleep. The other 3 keep watch. You can't keep watch in twos, much less alone. Well, if keeping watch with the killer, chances are you won't live till morning. Although we have no mornings here, do we? 3 keep watch while the other 3 sleep. Makes sense to me. And how are we going to the John? Also in threes. When someone needs to take a leak, the whole team gathers outside waiting till he's done. Sounds sensible. Well, if no further questions, why don't we split by threes and tend to our duties? Yes, let's split. I'd rather not to be in a troika with Purple. Hate to get stabbed in the back. I won't turn my back on you either. Make no mistake, I'll be watching you. Stop it. If you don't mind, our troika will consist of myself, Red and Green. I don't mind. Way to go. Well, it's done then. Wasn't easy running around in threes today. First doing my job, then Purple's. At least we're alive. I knew it wouldn't be easy. What are you writing there, Red? A note to my wife. Why? If I stay alive, would like to leave behind a farewell message. We had a quarrel before we flew, and had no time to make up before we lost communication with Earth. Blackie's fixing the antenna. Might be done before this week is out. Before flying to space, I always make sure to settle all conflicts with relatives back home. God forbid flying off without making up with your near and dear. Never thought about that. Always flew out without any traditions and rules. Maybe because I have no one there. Had a dog though. Well, a while ago. You traveled around giving lectures at institutes. Small wonder had no time for a family when you're always on the road. Just can't stay in one place. You met back home? Yeah, spent a few years working together at CERN. I'm a physicist, just like Yellow. Then they pulled me out to this ship, and I decided to switch from Earth travels to space travels. I see. As for me, I got on this ship right after graduating from a space institute. By age 40, I'd worked my way up to the position of a technician. If I only knew what was gonna happen, would never sign up. It's Purple's work, mind my words. If you have beef with each other, this doesn't mean anything yet. He found Gray's body. It's not direct evidence, but still a reason for suspicion, isn't it? A reason, yes, but not enough for blaming him. God, will you recall my words when he stabs you in the back or starts strangling you? Our troika is the first to go to bed? Yes, so agreed. We had a long day, way longer than them. Are we gonna take a nap or what? Yes, we sleep for 3 hours and then change. And you keep an eye on us, okay? And on yourselves too. What's happening? Damn, we're gonna suffocate. Kill switch, now! Don't mill around, make way. What is it? I don't know. Shit, Did you see anything? No, we were making watch when all of a sudden there was smoke and the alarm system went off. When I got up, smoke was everywhere. I dashed to the ventilation breaker. What's wrong with the ventilation system? Why all this smoke? Red, it was you who checked the oxygen today. What do you mean? Yellow and green were by my side when I was servicing the air conditioning system. Yes, I was around. So what? Are you an expert, Yellow? Do you know what exactly he was doing pretending he was servicing the system? Stop yelling at each other. We must stay cool and stop venting. Well, well. No one saw anything again. I saw Green jump out into the corridor. I thought he cried something. This doesn't mean anything. The killer did it again and no one saw it again. We have to take the body away, man. There are 5 of us now. How do we split? Here is the deal. 2 of us sleep, and the rest keep an eye on each other and the sleeping ones. And how about our duties on the ship? We'll have to move around in 5s. We serviced the system today, or rather yesterday. Got much of the job done. We'll fix the filtration system in the morning and figure out what happened. As for me, my job is to get the food ready. You can leave me in the kitchen alone and check the filtration system with Red. Well, staying alone is safe, provided that all the rest move around as a group. What we need is not to group us in pairs so that no one finds himself alone with the killer. Then we need to have some sleep now, like we agreed. 2 sleep and 3 take watch. Sleep? Just had one of us murdered, almost right before our eyes. We got to be strong to get back home. Without some sleep, you won't feel better. Black is right. We simply have to survive this nightmare. Just hold down before we get back. That's right. Just 2 goddamn weeks and we are home. We'll move out the body now. Purple and Blue will lie down and try to get some sleep. Red, Yellow and I will take watch before we change. My granddad was one of the last samurai. During the Civil War, the soldiers entered his house and he committed harakiri. Slashed open his belly right before the enemy's eyes. What's your drift? I can't die from a stab in the back or a beef in the gut. I'll tell Red about it. We'll ask him not to hit you from behind. Let him challenge you to an honest fight. The samurai was so courageous. Could you do the same, Red? Commit harakiri to save one's honor? No. Even simple injections make me sick. Learn to handle them with age, but I still can't stand them. I've been thinking about people who can face death with dignity, but I'm still not sure I'm worthy of my ancestors, that I have the guts to do that. Times have changed, at least on Earth. Such savagery is a thing of the past now. It's time to wake our friends up. Which one of us will stay on to take watch with these 2? I can. Good, then Black and I sleep for 2 hours, and then you wake us up. Red, wake up! Purple's dead! What? I don't know. Guess I fell asleep. How come? There were 3 of you here. I thought I had fallen asleep too. Or now I was sitting there. First we talked about Japan, space, my lectures. I was telling Blue about my work at CERN. Then I was lost in thought and don't think I fell asleep, but... Okay. Looks like the murderer always takes a new knife in the kitchen. None of us went to the kitchen this night. Each one of us is supposed to have a knife. If this knife belongs to the killer, then one of you doesn't have a knife. Mine is here. So is mine. But the murderer could have taken several ones beforehand. Here is mine. This doesn't mean anything though. Where is yours, Red? Mine? With me, of course. Come on, show it. Take it easy, pal. Here it is. Why should I want to kill Purple? I suspected him. I blamed it all on him. By killing Purple, I would get rid of the main suspect. Would I kill the one who I suspected? The one I blamed? It makes no sense. What if this is exactly what you planned? Really? Maybe I was asleep with Blackie now, and the 3 of you were taking watch? Maybe blaming sleeping people is stupid? If only you hadn't zoned out and stayed awake, like we did when you were sleeping, Purple would not be dead now. I'm not a killer. How do I know? If we are guilty of Purple's death, then only because we freaked out. Damn, I'm really not sure whether I fell asleep or not. But it looks like I somehow spaced out. At least temporarily. Otherwise, nothing like this would have happened. Yeah, that the knives are all in place is not surprising. Yellow or maybe blue accidentally fell asleep, and you killed purple. What I'm saying is that every one of us could be the killer. Yeah, in a situation like this, anyone may turn out to be the killer. The fact that we were taking watch and you were sleeping doesn't prove anything. In theory, Yellow's right. I or Blackie could have pretended to be asleep, hoping that those on the watch would fall asleep. Little chance of that though, since there were 3 of them. But if 2 of them did zone out, then I or Blackie could take out the knife, cut Purple's throat, and lie down again. Hearing the dying Purple's moans, Yellow and Blue wake up and awaken us. One of the 4 of us here is the killer. All I know is that it's not me, because in my head, I remember that I killed no one, which means that one of you 3 did. It may surprise you, but I think the same about you. Just like each of us. Earth is 2 weeks away, but I am not sure that we'll survive even this night. I suggest we go into isolation. There are 4 sleeping compartments on this ship, with 4 beds in each. Let's lock ourselves separately inside till morning, set the alarm clock for the same hour, wake up together, and meet in the burst deck corridor. Yes, the alarm clock goes off, we wake up, open the door, but take our time walking out. We need to make sure that we watch each other from our rooms. In other words, in order not to find oneself face to face with someone else in case the other 2 oversleep or just fail to come out simultaneously? Exactly. Sounds good. And what do we do in the morning? How are we gonna live here, the 4 of us? We keep moving together. We don't split and each sleeps in his separate room. All the work on the ship we do together. And if I want to shit, the rest will be staying there and watching? When one goes to the toilet, the other 3 stay outside and wait. No one is to be left one-on-one with another. That's the rule we can stick to. Yes, the main thing is that no 2 people are left alone. Then let's go and set the alarm clock at 9 a.m. Take the poor Purple to the mortuary, so that back on Earth we can properly bury them all. Now we lock ourselves inside our rooms and don't come out before the alarm clock goes off. Everything's all right? Looks like. Blue, wake up! I have a hunch that something's wrong. Come on, Blue, come out. Oh shit. We won't get out of this ship alive. No chance. How could it possibly happen? The door was locked from the inside. We locked ourselves in, all of us. Look, the lock wasn't broken, meaning that Blue opened it himself. Looks like someone knocked on the door during the night. Blue opened up, let the man in, and why did he open up? He was told to wait for the alarm clock, wasn't he? Maybe he had a reason to open up. What do we do now? We keep sleeping, each in his room. Don't let anyone in until the alarm clock. If one goes to the bathroom, the other 2 stay locked in their rooms. One of us is the killer. I think that either one of you is him, because I know that I'm surely not. Oh yeah, I know that I'm not the killer either, so one of you 2 is. You'll be surprised, but I think likewise. We should take Blue to the mortuary then. We'll get something to eat and go fix the filtration system. That done, we'll go and fix the antenna. We need to restore communication. The murderer will now try to make one of us believe that he knows who the killer is. How do you mean? If I turn out the killer, I won't be able to kill. Say red. Yellow will then realize that I'm the killer. So I'll have to challenge him to a fight. This is risky. The best option for me is to convince Yellow that Red is the killer. Yellow and I will then kill Red, or we'll lock him up. Yellow will believe that he's safe now. I will be able to kill him anytime, because he will feel safe and get careless. Sounds logical to me. I don't see what the killer is gonna do now, because his next murder will give him away. I'm sure that one of us will soon try to convince someone else that he knows the killer, and will propose to either kill the alleged murderer or lock him up. Yellow, it's me. What happened? I know how it may sound after we talked in the kitchen, but Blackie is the killer. You shitting me? Come on, don't start it again. Listen to me. I have proof. Proof? Are you trying to make me believe that Blackie is the killer? I downloaded to my iPad data from the corridor camera. There is no camera in the accommodation module's corridor. Of course there is. No. Do you mean you know all the cameras on this ship? There are lots of hidden ones out there. Gray managed the security system. He was the first to be killed because he knew everything about the cameras and the alarm system. I handled the ship's other systems all right, but I know a thing or two about the whole system too. You scare me. I'm no longer sure I can trust you. You shouldn't have tried to make me think that Blackie is the killer, or at least you should have some credible evidence. I have my iPad here, showing how Blackie is killing Blue. See for yourself. How can I be sure that you won't stab me the moment I open the door? I'll put the iPad on the floor. We'll go back into my room and lock the door. We'll knock at the wall to show that I'm no longer in the corridor. Then you open up and pick up the iPad with the video. The video is about last night. It shows how Blackie enters Blue's room while we are asleep. An hour later he comes out. Blue let him in himself. Blackie spent about an hour there, and then he left. Soon after, we find Blue's body. It was Blackie, believe me. Put down the iPad, go to your room, and lock the door. I'll watch it myself. Why is he taking so long? He can fast forward the video, can't he? In the video, Blackie enters Blue's room. That's right. Come in. Blackie intentionally started all that talk about the killer trying to make the other believe he knows the killer. What are we going to do about him? Dunno. First off, we'll try to tie him up and lock him up. If he draws a weapon, we'll have to… you know what. We should play it safe, because realizing that we had figured him out, he will have nothing to lose. We'll try not to kill him. Yes, but if he attacks us, then it was his choice. In that case, I won't flinch. For starters, we'll tie him up. Yes, if he takes out a weapon, we'll act accordingly. By the way, we're sitting here behind closed doors, each with a knife. Yeah, a strange feeling. Well, we wait till morning, come out as if nothing happened, and then try to neutralize him. Yes, sounds good to me. I'd rather have him locked up right now. Yeah, but the doors can't be locked from the outside. Besides, they open inside. We'll lock him up in the storage. Right. Good morning. Morning. Could have been better. Today is the boiler and the engine room. Which one first? It's all over, Blackie. I knew it would come to this. And who of you two decided that I'm the killer? Doesn't matter. The camera clearly shows you leaving Blue's room before he died. I did enter his room, right, but I didn't kill him. Someone of you two went into his room after I left, and then deleted the footage from the video. Really? And what was your business there? I knew Blue from the previous expeditions. He was the only one of you that I trusted. Bullshit. You can let us tie you up. If you resist, we'll kill you. Your choice. Don't you dare touch me. Drop your weapon. There are two of us. You have no chance. I don't? Then what'd you say to this? What? What are you doing? I'm not the killer. If you tie me up, soon one of you will kill the other, and then we'll get to me. If I let you tie me up, I'm a dead man. I won't let myself be killed in such a shameful way. I don't understand. Why you should kill yourself if you are the murderer? It's insane. He is bluffing. What are you gonna do if I kill myself? He won't do that. My granddad did, and I'm not surrendering either. I won't let anyone kill me. Prepare to fight each other. I hope the killer will go down. Why did you do that? Because that's the rules of the game. What game, you psycho bitch? We are part of a game-based comics. There are people out there watching you on their smartphones. What are you talking about? We're not even humans. We're just a number of pixels created in paint. We don't even deserve being created in Photoshop. You're out of your goddamn mind. Maximov, you're a lazy SOB. Next time, make sure to hire real artists. What artists? Who are you talking to? We are just characters. Characters? characters of a game-based comics among us.